Oh, there's so many yummy vegetarian options out there. You could try like lentil soup, veggie burgers, tofu stir fry. The possibilities are endless. So, you've heard the promise of AI marketing, right? It's incredible. You can get these professional looking photos for what, 10 cents a piece? Made in minutes, not weeks? But here's the reality so many of us are bumping into this hidden wall of inconsistency. I mean, you generate a batch of images on Monday, and they're perfect. Then you run another batch on Thursday, and it looks like a completely different person shot them. You put those side by side in your store or on your social feed, and oof, it just screams amateur.
You know, there's actually a name for this problem. It's called visual drift. And it's exactly what it sounds like. It happens when your AI tool basically has amnesia. It treats every single prompt like a brand new project. So instead of a cohesive brand identity, you get this patchwork of different styles. And trust me, this isn't just about looking pretty. It can have real, serious consequences for your bottom line.
Let's dig into the psychology of this for a second. When a potential customer sees that your visuals are consistent, same vibe, same lighting, same editing, it builds this subconscious trust. It's like a signal that says, hey, this brand has its act together. But when things are inconsistent, it just creates this little feeling in the back of their mind that something's off. And that tiny bit of doubt can be all it takes to lose a sale. So the key takeaway here is that solving visual drift isn't just an art project. It's about building the trust that actually drives your revenue. Okay, so how do we actually fix this? Well, the very first step is to start using tools that are built from the ground up to solve for consistency. We're talking about tools that can lock in your brand's unique look and feel. And this is where we see the two sides of the consistency coin. For your visuals, you've got a tool like Nightjar. It approaches the problem in a really smart way. Instead of you just throwing random prompts at it, its photography style's workflow actually learns the visual DNA from your best photos. You know, the lighting, the mood, the color grading, the whole vibe. Then it applies that DNA to every single new image. And on the text side of things, Jasper AI does pretty much the same thing, but for your brand voice, making sure all your captions and copy actually sound like they came from you. All right, so you've got your look and voice totally locked in. That's a huge win. But now let's tackle the next massive hurdle for creators heading into 2026, keeping up with the absolutely relentless demand for social video. Yeah, this number really says it all, doesn't it? By 2026, short-form video is the primary driver of engagement. It's not just part of your strategy anymore, it is the strategy. And if you want to stay relevant, you've got to be pumping out a high volume of good video content. Trying to do that manually, it's just a one-way ticket to burnout. And that's exactly where AI automation becomes your secret weapon. So with AI video automation, there are really three main paths you can go down. First up, you can repurpose text you already have. A tool like Lumen 5, for example, can take one of your blog posts and poof, turn it into a social video complete with stock footage and captions. The second path is repurposing video you already have. Opus Clip is amazing for this. It'll comb through a long podcast or a webinar and pull out all the most engaging, viral-ready little clips. And the third option? Creating totally new videos from just a script, using AI avatars. A tool like Synthesia is perfect for this, especially for things like explainers or product demos. Now I know, this can be a lot to take in, so if you've got any questions about which video strategy is the right fit for you, seriously, just drop a comment below and we'll do our best to help guide you. Okay, we need to talk about the final piece of the puzzle. This is the problem that nobody really warns you about until you're completely drowning in it. That massive, soul-crushing, time-sucking gap between creating all this awesome content and, actually getting it published. I mean, does this workflow look painfully familiar to you? You make your video in Tool A, you download it, then you have to manually resize it for TikTok, then again for Reels, then again for Shorts. Then you pop up another tool to write captions and hunt for hashtags, and then you manually upload it to each network one by one. It's this broken, fragmented process, and it's where your hours and, frankly, your creative energy just go to die. And this right here is the light bulb moment. The real, game-changing power of AI in marketing isn't just about making content faster. It's about connecting the entire workflow, from that first spark of an idea all the way to the final published post. This is exactly where platforms like Post Everywhere are literally changing the game. They close that workflow gap by putting everything you need in one place. You generate the video with AI, the AI writes your platform-specific captions, and you can schedule it across TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, everywhere in a single click. For anyone who's posting consistently, a workflow like this can save you like 5 to 10 hours every single week. Just think about that. That's time you get back to actually focus on strategy and being creative. Okay, so we've covered the main problems and the types of tools that solve them. So now let's get super practical with a framework you can use to pick the right AI copilot for your specific business. All right, so if you're running a Shopify store or any kind of direct-to-consumer brand, listen up. Your biggest headaches are probably visual consistency for your catalog and creating great product demos. For catalog consistency, your go-to should absolutely be Nightjar. For those quick edits you need to make on your phone, PhotoRoom's mobile app is a lifesaver. And if you want to create really compelling product videos, you've got to check out TopView.ai. They have this crazy feature called product avatars that can actually hold and interact with your products. It's pretty wild. Now, for those of you in agencies or bigger marketing teams, your world is all about scale, workflow efficiency, and top-tier quality. For that integrated workflow to save you time across multiple clients, Post Everywhere is the no-brainer choice. But when you need that one absolutely stunning cinematic hero video for a huge campaign, you're going to want to look at Runway Gen 3. It's still the best quality in the biz. And if you're doing programmatic, high-volume image stuff, the API from Clade.ai is built for exactly that kind of automation. And hey, what if you're just starting out or you're on a shoestring budget? Don't worry. You can get incredibly far with some amazing free tools. Pebbly will give you 40 free product photos every single month. Pika has one of the most generous free plans for AI video, giving you daily credits to play around with. And of course, the OG, ChatGPT, is still one of the best free resources out there for brainstorming ideas and drafting up captions. So, as we wrap this all up, I want to leave you with this one big question. All these tools give us incredible power, right? They let us automate tasks and scale our content like never before. But the human part of it, the strategy, the authenticity, the real work of building trust with your audience, that's still your most important job. The AI can handle the what, but you, the creator, you still have to drive the why. If this explainer helped you cut through some of the noise and figure things out, do me a favor and give it a like. And make sure you subscribe for more deep dives into the tools that are shaping our world.